three, in the place to be.
I like to introduce myself. My name is Whirlwind D.
And it goes a little something like this.
Going way, way back to the early days.
Way back in the days when hip-hop began.
For all the pioneers, I'm going way back.
Love to hear the story again and again of how it all got started way back when.
Listen to this, just listen to this, just listen to this, just listen to this.
Hello. Yeah.
Sabine the Bee.
And you are listening to the Pioneers Show.
This is Style from the gutter style. Real beats plus real rhymes equals the Pioneers Hip Hop Show with my man Whirlwind D on Kane FM.
Whirlwind D on
AFM.
Hey yo, this is Phil Most Chill, still out to kill. And you are listening to the Pioneers Hip Hop Show, presented by Whirlwind D on Kane FM. Get busy, get lost.
Now we are ready if you are ready.
Welcome to this month's Pioneers Hip Hop Show on the mighty Kane 103.7 FM. This month we move back into our Hip Hop at 50 series. We travel to 1990, another vintage year for hip hop. Now before moving into the 1990 business, I've got to give a massive shout out to our live listeners on the FM dial or via the Kane FM website at www.kanefm.com, and of course big props to my YouTube peeps catching the show along with the scans of all the records that we're playing over on the Whirlwind D YouTube channel. Now big props always to the man like Disorder holding it down Dub Chronicles style for the last 2 hours on Kane. Always essential listening. If this is your first time locking into the show, we focus on a theme from hip-hop's rich culture each month, sharing the stories and news of the time, as well as playing a selection of killer cuts. Now back in February, which I've got to say seems like a long time ago now, we started our Hip Hop at 50 series where we were focusing on individual years, selecting 2 tracks from each month in the year as taken from various well-respected charts from the time, and most importantly sharing the hip hop news stories of the time and those chart positions to help frame the year. Now to date we've covered the years 1984 to 1989, and for this month's focus we move to 1990, a time when the hard and fast rap sounds of the 1980s were slowly making way for the more jazz-infused samples, the rise of gangster rap, and at the same time the direct reaction to this, which is of course the more socially and politically aware groups. Now you can catch all of our previous shows on the Whirlwind D YouTube channel, where we've covered everything from crews like the Flavor Unit and the HQ Squad, as well as genres like cut and paste. Now as always with the whole hip hop is 50 idea, my usual disclaimer, acknowledging the fact that the very idea that hip hop music is approaching its 50th is problematic for a whole range of issues which we're not going to explore on this show, but instead we're going to use it as a moment to celebrate our wonderful culture. So on tonight's show we're going to play 24 brilliant tracks from 1990 as guided by the charts of the time, using blues and soul and groove records charts, but deliberately for this month focusing on the more underground releases of the time. Speaking of which, let's jump straight into a pioneering UK group, the Mighty Ethnics, or in fact Mighty Ethnic as it was credited on the record, and a fantastic track called Freestyle, which stood at number 15 on the 16th of January but was actually released in 1989. I give you the Mighty Ethnics.
Wayne, I got this hip hop record for you. Listen.
That ain't hip hop, that's rubbish. This is hip hop. Oh.
The second you're checking the cards on the table, you bet. You're moving, you're grooving, you're concentrating, you're sweating. I'm picking, the time so many suckers to be. Directing the section, electing the second directed. The D, the R, the E, the W is affected. Try slam dunking and the mind can smack into the center of the court. You know what was taught. Self-educated in his poetry sport. On any night, you get hype, go toe to toe. The D, the R, the E, the W is a pro style. Now let me start with the lettering. The S, the T, the Y, the L, E is a veteran. A seasonal pro. Smack the beat like a hoe. Inject it to your system and flow. Slam dunking like a pro.
Let the beat kick. While the rhymes injected. Substance on my mind, on wax collected. On parallel pound, recently unleashed. Feel the force of a chain man now released. Enforcing my law, all means are used. Though opposition leave burn the boost. I choose the MC. Rhyme floor at random. Short shot pack, more punch than a magnum. DJ spin it back, let the wisdom hang. In the air like gun smoke after the bang. I go to work with a smirk. Reach out and pack a fist of dough. Not the kind that you smoke, so throw the wheels up. When I'm out rolling, it's a Uzi, I'm packing. When I'm on stage, I keep the show slapping. When I get paid, suckers I'm stacking. And when I ain't rapping, I'm facing this black. Mighty ethnic. Mighty ethnic. Mighty ethnic.
1200s rotate like a tornado. The accent that I'm putting on my kid's fatal. Breaking it down, funky upbeat, more so, part of a team. I'm not a dorsal, fiend on a great white shark, but I'll rip you apart. I get physical with the same after dark. But like a sample this, I got room for more. I like the way the bass sings through the floor. My posse loves the boom, the 808 decay. I lay low and like a crow and I won't betray. I just pack 'em, 24 track 'em. Punks I jack 'em, females I black 'em. Low rise, scrape the floor. It's time to terrorize like I did before.
Not a love song singer, just a rhyme bringer. Remain a free man till the rings on my finger. As a player I live, take life as a game. Girls are the pieces to move and to change. Education is needed, music is the answer. I write the rhyme, I beat it, educate the dancer. Inspiration hits me, bass drum gets me excited and hype. I ignite like you said, see your frenzy, you jumping. To beats to the pumping. Commerciality is just a try to push chumps in. No sellout, tripping on fantasies of fame. No matter what comes, I remain the same. I keep a wide vein, we push your foot into the pussies. Come to me, I'll tell you where to put these. I did this song saying, me writing a love song.
103.7 Kane FM.
Could be the break we've been looking for.
The Badman is Robbin. Taken from the forthcoming album, The Horns of Jericho, by Hijack. Automatic, feel the panic, got to have it. I'm the Joker, I'm the smoker of the Riddler. Let the fiddler play the theme from the scene. Made by DJ Supreme, eliminated, Terminator, exterminated with a style complicated but rated.
Yoy, bad boy, come again, style again, throw down once again.
Adversaries, I will ferry to cemeteries, then I'll bury my arrival. Rap survival, co-defending the title. Assassinator, resuscitator, star invader of the late great King Crusader. Rhyme attacker, hijacker, the rhyme writer, the crime fighter, terrorizing, energizing, the Batmobile with wheels of steel. Undercover steals the wheel, the low profile, most versatile child, number one undercover, the inventor of wild style. The imposter and the monster, Ulysses, new avenger, who contester, new contender. Take your seating or take a beating. Hijack respect is no greeting. Assassinator, resuscitator, star invader of the late great King Crusader. Pow! Assassinator, resuscitator, star invader of the late great King Crusader.
Kane 103.7 FM.
At this time, I have the honor to present to you the moral leader of our nation.
I self-loaded my pen once again, sitting there at the deer of thought, meditating on the hip, cause the hip must hop. As I drop my style, I let the lessons be taught. Praises are due to the arm, leg, on the head, to a law if you're mentally dead. But if you're self-wise to the knowledge of self, then you may comprehend the great truth that I said. Knowledge is the base of all life within a cipher, or the first step towards the righteous rhyme. Knowledge is the weight upon a black man's brain, or his third eye, which is known as the mind. As I proceed to get paid, I go on. The Islamic thought might bust this might. The poor righteous teacher's gonna teach them all, cause I self-lord beast guard my birthright. Thinking up the thoughts that I thought could teach. Divine getting paid on the two techniques. The poor righteous teachers, posse's large. Rolling to the wise, think it's time to say peace. With step 2 and I flow, the poor righteous teacher's gonna drop y'all smooth. As I step with my rep, I let the intellect flow to show and prove. Oh yes, I'm God and I must make born one of them snakes that they can't stop me. The wise is always commence to teach, and I'm up with the tribe called PRT. Hit it, knowledge plus knowledge equals 2. What are we gonna do? Culture, let the wise come through. On 2.
Why's you gonna teach them?
True.
On you.
Culture, but the count is on 2.
1, 2.
Let me on the set I get. Teaching them with my intellect, face sweat. Trying to get the things that the wise want pressed. But butt naked, booty blessed when undressed. This style I manifest or test. Till I rock my project complex. And the wise won't cease. The gods don't stop until it's time to say peace. Self-loaded my crew, coming through, gotta teach what we taught to each other. Swearing on my crown that I'll down any clown, lawful and found around a town of any suckers. Taking what was needed from the things that I was taught. Now I teach as I reach on my brothers in the ghetto. Listen as I speak to the weak, I gotta teach. Those that fell a victim, circumstances had to let them. Wise is on the top of every beat that I may play on. Stay on every single groove within the wax. The poor righteous teachers, posse's fat. I dare a sucker state that we consist of new jacks. People look at us and say that we consist of teachers. Violence not a part of what we live to manifest. And anyone who states that we are violent is a snake, or he has just been puffing on us. But Buddha bless. Listen to the king as I sing upon streets, teaching with my speech. So learn a lesson as I speak. I'm unique. And the wise won't cease. The gods don't stop until it's time to say peace.
Kane FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Lord Finesse and Andre the Giant here to get funky for you and yours tonight. So just about now, won't y'all brothers come to the stand and kick something funky? A man thought he could test me and possess a better skill. His man shook his head and his mother said, you better chill. Not from the old school nor from the new one. You run, move, son, I'm the smooth one. Fast and slow, you know I still use it. And with my skill, I even rock of church music. Get personal, and you might have to nurse a few. Clap or hum and I'll still kick a verse or two. Front like you can, you know you can't mess with this. Get like this, get with this, I'm the best at this. Step to this and get ate like a starburst. So played out like leads and an old pair of Converse. This is a peep show, more like a creep show. Low to enter and it's more like a weak flow. Thought you could bum rush but had to retreat though. You still saying damn to a rhyme he said a week ago. I wax, I'm bad, don't have to ask, I'm glad. Girls give me more support than they get from a maxi pad. Play me, slay me, you got problems. You get hemmed up, just like bell bottoms. I'll kick a rhyme like a game of kick a can. Heads start flying just like Peter Pan. Skills undoubtful, rhymes unbeatable. Rough and tough, I'll handcuff and eat them too. Losses I take none, slaughter from day one. And when I'm through, they'll be calling you Dre's son. Let's have a clean one, Dre's a mean one. Rhymes like Dillinger's, mine like machine guns. Get rid of rappers, I do it the easy way. Put them to sleep like the ASPCA. Andre the Giant, here to get wicked, Lord Finesse. What's up? Yo, kick it. I create and make funky rhymes for a hype tape. Brothers try to get with finesse, but they lightweight. I preach and teach just like the man Farrakhan. Get so much run on the mic, call us a marathon. Motherfuckers who dare try to get with me, I like that ass up, yo, just like a Christmas tree. In a battle, you better pray for help. Straight up and down, troop. Don't even play yourself. Lord Finesse in effect with the fly shit. I'm 19, crazy nice. I'm only 5'6", make MCs lay low as soon as I say so. Many try to hang, but that's okay though. I'm the man that works hard for my cash flow. Short for my age, but I still bust that ass though. MCs need to clean up their act with a hand cloth. I get smooth like my man Luther Vandross. School any girl who dares try to step to me. I got porno stars wanting to take some lessons from me. It's like that, y'all, and I rap more. I'm not the type of man to play the back door. I beat and spank and shank those who try to ring. On the mic I'm swift, so give thanks or credit. I said it, don't forget it. I'm athletic, but don't sweat it, cause we can go toe to toe. You know if you slow your blow. Rappers I slam, stomp, and I overthrow. Cause I rip them, diss them, treat them like a victim. As soon as Mike say sick them, I show improve the groove that I represent. You think I'm good? I feel that I'm excellent. Yeah, you wanna flow? I'ma show you how. Mike smooth, keep it flowing now.
Yeah, keep it going now. Yeah, what's going on, party people? It's your boy Mikey D of the LA Posse and Main Source, and now I represent elements of hip-hop. So right now you're tuned in to the Pioneers Hip-Hop Show with my man DJ Whirlwind D right here on Kane 103.7 FM. Come on, y'all, keep it locked, man. This is where real hip-hop lives.
Yo, D, I was just messing with this beat in the lab, and I thought, you know what? Let me just pass him this beat, rock 32 bars straight, and we're gone. What are you saying?
Welcome back to the Pioneers Hip Hop Show on Kane FM. If you just joined us, our gaze is firmly fixed on 1990. Now, before we get back into the music and the news, hold tight for the end of the show as we have a serious selection of brand new freshness from the likes of the Allergies, my man Mr. Fantastic and the Raddleman, and also a cheeky one from my forthcoming album on Beeline Recordings, which drops on September the 1st. So we spark things off with a number 15 sound on the 16th of January 1990 and the legendary Mighty Ethnics from Lalo Ladbroke Grove. This, their debut, actually dropped in 89, although some online sources say 88, and if I'm honest, I can't actually remember when I bought the single. It was around that time, but the record itself charted in the UK in early 1990, which is why we're playing it. We then moved on to a crew who were making serious moves at the time and are without doubt one of the greatest UK hip-hop acts, the Mighty Hijack and the Badman is Robbin, which stood at number 2 on the 16th of January. From there we moved into some US flavour and the Poor Righteous Teachers and their debut Time to Say Peace. We actually played the original version that came out on Northside Records, which was a small Trenton, New Jersey indie label, before they were picked up with Profile, and you may have noticed that this version is slightly different to the more famous Profile recording, and of course as a result it's quite a sought after record in original Northside form. Finally, we came to a number 10 sound on the 12th of February, which was Lord Finesse's classic album Funky Technician, and we played a track called Keep It Flowing, which featured AG. So what was happening in the news at the time? Well, over in the States, Cold Chillin' had just announced news of Roxanne Shanté's follow-up album to Bad Sister, which was to be called, at the time anyway, It's Not Over Till the Fat Lady Sings. Now, as we know, this album would never come out, in part due to the fragmentation of the Juice Crew and Cold Chillin' reorganising its priorities, with former Juice Crew stalwarts like MC Shan and Roxanne Shanté being sidelined for new talent, and of course the focus at the time was very much on artists like Biz Markie and Big Daddy Kane. In fact, Shanté's second album would eventually come out on Cold Chillin' offshoot Living Large and would be called, now I can't say the title because of the words in it, but The Something Is Back, and it's a fantastic album. Over in the UK, it seemed like a new golden age for UK hip-hop was underway, with the Cookie Crew over in the States working with Daddy-O for their sophomore album, Hijack about to drop their debut album as part of the Rhyme Syndicate, and the London Posse signing to Island, and much, much more. Such an exciting time. And not only that, in February, the 45 King confirmed that Moni Love would be joining the Flavour Unit. Incredible times. January also saw the London heats of the DMC regional final kick off, with Professor Scratch taking first prize. He was in fact the brother of soul singer Omar, and I should add that DJ Business came in second. Going back to the US for a hot minute, it was also around this time that the DOC was very sadly involved in that car accident, which had an impact on his voice and of course his recording career, and much, much more. Thankfully, the DOC would come back later on, but yeah, such a sad piece of news. And it's worth adding that actually that accident, I believe, happened at the tail end of 1989, but it wasn't reported in the UK until early 1990. So let's get back into the music and another UK classic.
Right now you're in tune to the King Champion sound, the land of Posse Team Master and Partial. Hold tight.
Come on. All I wanna do is live like the other half do, instead of sitting at home and screw. All I wanna do is live like the other half do, instead of sitting at home and screw.
I'm like a newspaper known as a daily roughneck, and I'm the prime suspect when I'm in the vicinity of a robbery. Granny's in rock bottom me, threatening to drop me. I said it wasn't me. They said, well, it must have been your brother. But we're not as good as any other, so you nick. Then they rough me up and cuff me, and they stuff me in a patrol car. So far, they called me every name in the book except Crook, cause they know I never took knees. And now you're asking me why you don't want me to police up. Remember one time, me and my piece and that was shopping up King's Road when two police cadets jumped out of the Cavalier and tried to play a down and drive me back seat. I said, look, I'm a chassis, I'm wangered off, and I'm chopping with my girl, fool. Half an hour later, I was blocking up a cell wall. Another case of racist police brutality, and this reality has changed my personality. So thanks a lot, but I stick to being a gangster. What robs a couple banks or whatever I call gangster cause.
All I wanna do is live like the other half do, instead of sitting at home and screw. All I wanna do is live like the other half do, instead of sitting at home and screw.
I'm like a hydro when I'm jacking a break. Could be a taxman, take a boy's money away. Leave him stranded and branded a victim. The living power and he don't know why I picked him. The situation I placed him makes this a joke. I couldn't get a real one, so I guess I had to rob to make a living, mate. The guy to take with my girl or just take the bar. To have some money in my pocket or the fucking car. Phone, bills and it's piling. Went to ease to the stress, but I left to the spine and say sorry. Like I'm looking at pity in London City. I stalk the shadows like a slasher. Don't say nothing, not a word, or I'll smash ya. Just like to climb my way every time I catch ya. 22 and we arrow a circle. I ain't a brave, so you know that I ain't corporate. With the small time, I ain't doing a bird for a small crime. Cause I don't drop it like that. Get the bucket, get the valley, and the jump in the back of the truck. Now what's the back is stuck up the car.
All I wanna do is live like the other half do, instead of sitting at home and screw. All I wanna do is live like the other half do, instead of sitting at home and screw.
Why do I do crime? I'm out on some deck guns. Well, from United people work, that's how you get armed robbers. Terrorizing up the area. I was not man paid by doing a bank raid in a fake bid and tash. Walk in the lids and flash a 45 pistol. Insist that all the cash is handed over.
and then I drove away. Dumped the motor in the alley, then I died around Sally's yard. Life is hard, it ain't no bed of roses. I sting a lemon braid, tries to come and pose his talk. And when you're sleeping, I creep in your yard and distress you out, and it's out the back garden. I rip off chains and dip on trains to make a change. But I think it's strange, you wanna rip us off with a poll tax, low black, should have to pay that where your teeth the ground jewels from. The whole world's being ruled by criminals, so show me some rich off drums and I'll sting them all. I'll beat the crime, so stop your 9 to 5. I'll stick to crime, cause I've got to survive, and
all I wanna do is live like the other half do, instead of sitting at home and screw. All I wanna do is live.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
you're listening to Kane 103.7 FM.
Yeah, we're just vibes in. Directly looking at the situation and things that we see, we thought it was essential to do this tune. We're dealing with the knowledge of self. We're dealing with the knowledge of past, present, and future. We're dealing with the consciousness of one as a people and as an individual.
Allow the diss. Lyrics consist of thoughtful rhymes with a mind designed to find bliss and rip the roof of your dome. True, you're probably prone to being engulfed by my vocal tone or the message that flow through the life in my veins. Reads I am one and we are one same. Aggression attacks the mic one time, real tight. Touch on my mic while the groove excite. I persist to bring funkier things with style like this. You'll never miss cause you persist to swing. So yo, allow me to introduce for you the first verse of a style that's true. Think I'm bluffing, I gave you some, I just begun. My one is conscious, the consciousness of one. None of it, can't get enough of it. Part 2, the second verse and the middle rhyme. A verse constructed by me and defined on time. Any way I feel or choose, you fail to abuse any word I use. That's quoted in text, so heck and then next. You try and find fault, but you end up vexed. Frustration won't get the best of ability. Slow me down, obstruct capability. Release your force to the path of direction. Like a compass course of perfection. I'm not preaching, I'm simply reaching. Those of us who cause lack of teaching. Yeah. Consciousness of one true identity. If you don't heed it now, you will next time, or next year, or next word, or next rhyme. Well, I told that the first verse start with a revelation of thought. A third of the part, but we should be whole with a knowledge of self, or I help to simply aid with our spiritual wealth. A matter of people, a nation, or one direction chosen to end confusion. Sip up the wine or the brew of the mind, let the part just enhance for your thoughts of advancement. The samba holds your mind in a grip, now let rip while your spirit's dancing, or prancing, or moving. Hey son, one is conscious, the consciousness of one.
You're listening to the sounds of Kane 103.7 FM.
There have been many battles, many heroes, but when the dust settled, there were only 3. This is the saga of the burial proceedings in the course of 3 nights. Huckleberry Finn. The first night.
Behold the first night of the spiral procedure. To all disease, I am the cure to those who bore. I appear exciting, the herd, the styles, and process of fighting, the feeling. Hung fins appealing.
Star warriors
are now revealing your sorrow. Other styles you borrow.
Here today, gone tomorrow.
I get loose in power, man, that recycle the lyrical arrow that made you swallow with fear. Hung fin is nearer.
You're dead.
And I'm the pallbearer of your carcass. That empty shell and a reply. It's just as well, cause I'll cut up, I'll bust up the rhythm, it got what to say. Oh, shut up, you toy. Don't get me annoyed. Our little boys will get destroyed at knowledge. Your style diminished, cause when hung, kill, buried, you're finished.
Shaka Shazam. The second night.
Step up, stroll up, roll up, or even bowl up. Who on the rap scene is next to fold up? Compares, compass, to put, bang. Shaka's a madman, how you gonna hang? Stab, jab, decapitate, and mutilate. Battle the Shaka, so your lyrics on a plate. So put on your running shoes and catch up with the Shaka. Take a tight grip, I got ya. You try to reach the pinnacle, but plummet. Never reach the summit, I overcome it. Now well done it. Second merciless night makes flying, people dying. Ripping, tearing, raring, swearing. Catch my bearing, are you hearing Shaka? Revealing guns from under my coat. Up your nose, and now you choke. So get a whiff of this, get a sniff of this. This will be a diss on those who diss the Shaka, but now they say shucks when all the time they fought for the big bucks.
The ice pick. The third night.
Enter the tormentor, sender of rhymes to bend your ears back, pinned against your skin. I pick bombs like a thin end. Fair means all foul. Gonna get it now, throw your towel. Step on the gas, accelerate, elevate, intimidate, no haste to manipulate. Many create, but make no mistake. They shake and wait for the ice quake to break and take. New ground, no ground, sit down, wind down. My sound, I found us down, but it's bound for the underground where ice picks still found. Some get kicked, some are gonna kick S-H-it. Some pants are packed with it. Lyrics, make it hit, coming quick, ice pick. Your lips all zip, jaws are threaded, cause I'm complete to bury your lyrics.
Kane FM.
And now, you will witness the ultimate challenge to the future of mankind as the trinity of living terror is completed in the final conflict.
The first time was only a warning.
Time to farm, I master blast the rhyme, smash your mind, it's rap time. Coming militant, yet still innocent. The time of the gathering is almost imminent. And I implement this here instrument, cause an international incident, slaying time. Chumps are playing mine, but I stay in time. So praying lines, didn't you know? Blow your low with a tempo. You find my new jam and then go tear out your head just to say one line. But your homeboy stands on stage saying mine. Mine can clap trap with that fair whack rap, so I'll slap a cat right back to your knapsack. Can you do this? Yo man, who did? Get on stage, you punk, and shoot this. And I knew this would have to happen from back in the days when I first started rapping. See, it was meant to be, men would fear me. Yet you hear me, but can't come near me. Self-indulgently is how I choose to rap. Proud to be me and proud to be black. I draw the line, you step beyond it, your ass is mine. The final conflict.
The final conflict. The final conflict.
You step into this, I reckon you diss. It's second to this. Shut up, you're making me pissed. You try to talk elegant, still talk irrelevance. I draw my power from all of the elements. Broadsword, a board, by the mixed board, designed to wreck your mind and call discord. Threatening phone call, no heavy breather. Ignite, shall ignite within your receiver. I'm down a clown who tries to down my sound. Leave him lifeless, a smoking brown mound. And it's a pity you dwell within my city. My face is serious, my thoughts are real witty. Boy, nitty, said bust some tricks. So I flipped and ripped all your chips from the hip. Cause I'm the whole thing and you're just a part of. I know I can't crew, and now I gotta start off the dissing and riffing. I ain't sniffing, I told you I'm a raptor. If only you listen, so sit down and think. While you're down a drink, you got no ink. So you need a shrink
quick, but I ain't peak. Take a nod and a wink. Your style is Stone Age, the missing link. I draw the line and you step beyond it. Your act is mine. The final conflict.
Without frontiers, war without tears. Days without frontiers, war without tears. Days without frontiers, war without tears. Days without frontiers, war without tears.
Yo, what's up? This is Chrome representing the All C&I, No Half Stepping Records, and you're checking out my man Whirlwind D on the Pioneers Hip Hop Show on Kane FM. Keep it locked.
Tonight is all about 1990, and we are running through the year via entries from the charts of the time, mainly taken from the Groove Record Sales chart and Blues and Soul charts. The first up was the first release by London Posse since signing to Island Records after their independently released singles. The track in question was called Live Like the Other Half Do, and it stood at number 12 on the 27th of March. We continued with the UK Pressure and MC Mello's sublime Open Up Your Mind. Mello would of course perfectly tread the hardcore and the more soulful, and as a result ended up recording with groups like the Young Disciples. Massive big ups to the man like Mello. We followed that with Burial Proceedings in the Course of 3 Nights, which was produced by Hijack and featured Huckleberry Finn, the Ice Pick and Shaka Shazam. For our final track, we moved to the number 19 sound on the 10th of April, which was MC Duke's brilliant The Final Conflict, showing that despite the major labels moving in and groups like the Demon Boys and the She-Rockers signing major label deals, Music of Life was still very much on the pulse of the music in London and beyond. Sticking with the UK for a moment, news on the street was that MC Merlin, having just been released from prison, was now working on his debut album, signed to a major label and also part of the Rhyme Syndicate management team. Over in the US, there was much talk of Antoinette's spat with MC Light, with Antoinette lining up to attack Light on Wax. March also saw the DMC World Final with DJ David taking the crown, which Cutmaster Swift had won the previous year. The UK's DJ Reckless came third with an amazing set, but sadly needle problems dogged the start of his set. That said, third is still very impressive indeed. On the night, acts included Public Enemy and the Booyah Tribe, as well as pop sensation Snap. Speaking of Snap, it was reported in April that Chill Rob G had started proceedings to sue Snap for the use of his music on their track The Power, and of course soon after, Chill Rob G would release his own version of The Power on Wild Pitch. So we find ourselves in May 1990, and first up, a killer underground gem from the kingpin of Trenton, New Jersey, Tony D.
If you're blind, play deaf mute and don't speak. Cause when you speak, all I hear is ignorance. with no doubt rappers gaining clout. The critics try to ridicule, why don't they close their mouth? This is years of notebook paper perfection. My pen is not erecting, standing strong until my mind gets warm. And at the time of the climax, here comes the brainstorm seeking refuge beside a victim. Resistance is null and void when I'm inflicted. Verse after verse of continuous rhythm called a sample. Decrease now all your amplos, cause what we do is take the old and then make it new. So the old school is never through, but as the time changes, so will our music. But for now, the public chooses to listen to rap because it grabs your attention. It fills any room to its fullest dimension. So why is hip-hop strong with this type of brew? Yo, K-Life, tell them the move.
103.7 Kane FM.
We have come by way of the stars, by way of the Nile evermore. We have come, speaking the tongue of the pharaohs, descending from such. We have come. In love of the ancestor, the struggle continues. Loving heart, strong sun, firm fist. We are those.
We are evolutionists for justice. People try to front and call us prejudice. I know they know the truth. They call us battlers, the great warriors, systematic radicals who put their hand in the candy dish to full of mint. Government taste the thieves' descent. I heard you were a prankster, ultimate gangster, daytime shooter, nighttime shankster, the phone tapper, just a little dapper so you think. My color's blacker than his pink. Descending from pharaohs who travel the narrows and all of that are such. See me at the crossroad, pimp strut. I'm quite illogical, but never been a savage. Gene scientific, but I never have to map it. I'm harder than the diamond that the eater might steal. I'm never mythical, divinity is real. Mind stays still, ever stable to the end. Nations begin, black watch will defend. So now you raise the flag of the blood-race earth. Freedom or death, and death unto birth, we carry on. The soil, crossroad walker, grapevine swinger of the pyramid stalker, making God music in sync with the universe. So here we go again, another brother verse, back into time on the banks of Nile, writing on papyrus, reading the dial, looking to the sky from the city beyond, counting to the 9 cause the mission is on. So not a line connection, retrieves degrees, star never dimming, third eye ever sees, beyond dimension, beyond the soul, the label of your car inscribed on the scroll. So what you gonna do but ride to the scale, on your knees to the east, all hail the grand creator, the host and children. How could you think to conquer his dominion and exist? Coming from abyss, we are this. See the black fist take a kiss, and from your earthly dwelling you're dismissed. So can you dig it? Now with the key, back into the swing of reality. Divine principality, formalities are none. Son of a gun, I'm brother one, I am son. Enough.
Kane 103.7 FM.
Witness the strength as I commence, left by left fear I sent. Stand up for deliverance, brother, my metaphors raw, and I never before delivered a run, hard line from my score. In this game, seen the lane, fools and fade, locate and aim, laid on the flame, and I tame. Quick to inflict with the lyrics, you had it, you lack it, I pack it. Hardnoise, start the panic, panic.
Follow me, yes, busting chains, busting weak brains, barriers, massacre, carrier, musical, radical, electrify, dismantling MC, DJ, diabolical dancers, pranksters, hip-hop gangsters, mangled, tangled, angled, handled, I devour, nuclear powered, undercover many enemies, prides are captured by the touch, I task, abuse, balls, interfuse to the DIU, you excavate, you messed up, reality's ounces, cocaine, bounce, and you more trap, crack, smack with doom, my boom, look at your health, your wealth, your self-respect, been sacrificed, hallucinating, deep in sweating, feeling lazy daisy. The world seems hazy, but still you indulge. Powders don't solve, cause the problem stress, yes. Time evolves, you're behind road, you're not getting bell, no. Sailing to suicide, you hear the knell. Hell awaits you as you cross the bars crying. Your soul's dying, the great's calling, I'm still writing brainiac.
So then his brother leaves the boulder unturned. It's confirmed that TLP on stands firm. Release the rage on cages, they play like a child you're afraid. We know the fools are at rage, slackness, we detest, put to rest. Yes, while I progress, don't stress, welcome down in the process. Letter for letter, word for word, beat for beat. We'll delete the weak, while Apache like sun stands at the smoke one, brother like matter. MADOS, attack an AJ saying no player. Corners need plays, cool G's for lyrical. Gemini, Kool, Imperial, out a scene, the mighty rose, while the river rolls. TLP the poet, you know it has got full my control. The lyrics they reach and teach. I'm stating my piece, now feel the force unleashed, cause Hannah's fast, pure destructive.
Execute phrases, amazes, mesmerizing. G extraordinaire, complex record set. Your whole set up, chat stuff. Now think a second time, plagiarizers, analyze, then die. Cut down to size, wide words, wit. Energize, dogmatize, vocalize, you scrutinize and criticize me. It's I hear, I lick, I rip. I'm a gripper, MC manipulator, charismatic, magnetic, poetic, artistic, realistic, rhyme athletic, static. I don't feel it, a bit I inch, a pin, skilling, chilling, good and milling, maxing, follow facts in name, paying taxes, running 36 speed buses, forging passes, breaking nonsense, making passes and fly girls, except on ripped apart, too rough, never been handcuffed. Break it down, suicidal.
Kane FM.
Are you different from another? Or is it that you had the truth? You're deceitful to your brothers. Cause I see a sudden change in people's attitudes. It's just money, money, money. So you'll leave me here confused. And tell you how I really feel, my not done any. Just talking of my wisdom, reality is very handy. I do not know all. Damage if you smoke. Look again at the Posse, the original dope. There's about to be a riot, so what will be done to stop this occurrence? They're about to stay away so there is no interference. Who will be the hero amongst those little brains? Bullets that fly, somebody is in pain. The crowds are dispersed, running for their lives. It's the work of the gangs or the cause of city riot. To be recognized as a force, as a threat, we must all come together and stop this stupid death. For we all are one, every race, every color. Let's think positive and help one another. This is the writer has rolled. Bellow B coming straight, the original dope. Sin and still make a million, but I try very hard to avoid breaking law. To fight a good habits and lyrics come before. If you keep your mind clear and physically fit, the method we propose is truly legit. Only playing this record, mellow to the fellow. If the system can't hang, I do an a cappella. Music is a bonus that I shall quote. You'll remember album Posse is the original dope. But seems to go on, a lot of girls will shout my name. So I squeeze the coast as the show begins to end. Africa, my skin is puffed up brown, so I'm happy to recall those who want us down. When you're out there getting cold, I'm rapping making pounds. 89 ain't for quitters, I've been doing it for years. Quality is now rise, I shine it when no flares. Follow fashion that I won't, it ain't my kind of thing. I stay there where I am, and body will still cling. Break it down for the people, break it down. Get you hooks on the beat, the lyrics off and down. Combination can't be tested, infiltrate it, even grow. To where the star repressing the original dope.
from the US to UK, my crew is cold crushing. I'm either out digging for gems or we're discussing them. What the deal, y'all? This is Oxygen representing vinyl veterans. And if I ain't out digging in the crates, I'm listening to the Pioneers of Hip Hop show with my man Whirlwind D on Kane 103.7 FM. The realness, y'all.
Welcome back to the Pioneers Hip Hop Show. If you've just joined us tonight, it's all about 1990. Now don't forget that you can catch our previous shows over on the Whirlwind D YouTube channel. Big thanks for all the comments and likes, we hugely appreciate it. Don't forget we always feature brilliant new music at the end of the show. Lots of dope freshness to come from the likes of the Raddleman, the Allergies, Mr. Fantastics, and a cheeky cut from my forthcoming album Libra on Beeline Recordings. So first up we travel to New Jersey and a track from Trenton's Too Cool Posse from Tony D's first indie album, which stood at number 14 on the 8th of May 1990. Unfortunately, this and their brilliant 12-inch Do You Want to Get Hype would be the crew's only output due to one of the members being incarcerated soon after. We then moved to the debut album by the X-Clan and a track called Tribal Jam. The LP stood at number 3 on the 8th of May. And then after that we moved to one of hip-hop's greatest ever tracks in my opinion, Untitled by Hardnoise, which was at number 11 in the June Groove Records sales chart. I couldn't resist playing the original White Label, which was a different recording to that was later released by Music of Life, and indeed is a very collectible 12-inch in today's market. Finally, we went on to the funky sound of the original Dope by the Outlaw Posse, which stood at number 19 on the 5th of June. Now by May, and with the release of Public Enemy's seminal album Fear of a Black Planet, talk was very much of Professor Griff leaving the group and starting his own solo career. He would of course do this later and sign to Skywalker Records. Speaking of Luke Skywalker, June would see a US district judge ruling that Florida could ban the Two Live Crew's third album, As Nasty As They Want to Be, due to its explicit sexual content. In fact, arrests of store owners that were selling it and even some members of the crew followed. However, the ruling would eventually be overturned, and if anything, the whole episode increased sales for the Two Live Crew. Speaking of brushes with the law, July would see Slick Rick end up in prison after shooting his former bodyguard in response to associates of his former bodyguard shooting him a few days before. He ended up shooting a bystander by mistake, not fatally thankfully, and his former bodyguard Mark Plummer in the foot. After a police chase, he was apprehended and sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison, but of course we know he would be released eventually in 1996. Such an incredible talent, and UK born of course as well. Okay, so with summer in full swing, we move to the mighty Caveman.
Because I come correct on the microphone, hold my own, give me a speech and I'll persist to teach. Rock hard, I licks like your father I gave you when you were young, strong, bro. I take charge like a brother man, flat man. It's time for me to stand up and take a stand. No, I'm not coming rougher than an animal or a savage beast like a cannibal. But in general terms, I sit and learn society and I'll praise to the mighty. This ain't a game of rock dabble, I'm telling facts. What you're preaching that day is just whack. Cause some people out here, they don't care about a thing. And I'm not here to sing, I'm here to preach, to teach, to speak the laws of gravity. Come on, suckers, let's face reality. Self-destruct your mind, you'll erupt. For a caveman, I'm plugging up in tune. I'm coming like a dictionary. I'm coming rough in effect like a missionary. From the past right to the studio. More exploring, I'm not here to clock though. Cause nowadays hip-hop is the music. I'm making sure that people don't abuse it. You like the way I display on the microphone? Go ahead, boy, use words and explain your own. Cause there's a saying that wisdom comes with age. But you could be wise, go ahead and make the grade. But for now I hope this ain't history. If you take each of my words, this is big, this is big. Yo, this is victory. mind to say, but I'm not epileptic. The righteous side of me, yes, now shown, cause I'm a killer, but I'm coming unknown. Get it straight now, cause we're all sinners. Martin Luther King, forever winner. Make the black man remember all history, but still, yes, game, go for victory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The rhyme coming right on time and it's not late. We are the chosen one, just the people. Black is black for one, we're all equal. Come on, yo, what's up, brother man? Do like me, stand forward and take the stand. Cause I'm rocking on the microphone, I hold my own. Yo, this is victory. This is victory. Coming on, getting busy. You want this rhyme like Kool, I get busy. I'm not a teacher, but yes, I am talking. I'll be the next MC who be walking. I won't stop, cause style I will drop. This jam and hear it, no, it's not a flop. Cause I'm just like your mom's chicken. And you know, yeah, oh, I'm finger licking. Cause I can feel the glory in my hands. When I get the victory, I take the stand. I gotta break the beat to keep you humming. So like a drummer, I keep on drumming. Like a vapor, this is gonna catch. A lot of people out there will try and match. Like a leader, I will take a lead. I'm here to plant the food and start the seed from growing. Oh yeah, yeah, you know it. That my lyrics, yeah, they're like flowing. And that's the M for me and this jam, MCM. Yeah, I'm gonna slam with victory. This is victory. Yo, this is victory.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
you're listening to Kane 103.7 FM.
Live and direct from the house of history. Live and direct from the house of history.
Clear the aisle. Here comes another new style by the brothers who file under dope. Craig and Trash. We're coming back at ya with a new batch of rhymes that get better by the chapter. And they mean a whole lot. When speaking upon the rhymes that we drop and when we drop them, you witness creativity to the fullest. Charting with clips, not bullets. Our name has been imprinted in the hip-hop legend, and believe me, as I get older, we're gonna get better. So tell it to your offspring so they can follow through just like it was a golf swing. Craig G is here rocking it, back on the map like a spot on the continent. There we go. Killing off all the false prophets who took the rap industry and tried to hold it hostage. Give it up. So forget the shackles, this ain't roots. Just pass me a pair of Timberland boots so I could kick a mud hole dead in your chest. Damn. Then I said, call me a who's the best. Cause I get respect off of dope mic checks. Rappers with wreck, they don't come next to the trash. Yeah. If you're all in it, grab the mic and get busy for a minute.
The style is locked in your brain and you can't think. But when you try to bite, your pen runs out of ink. This ain't on a pop tip to sell out or sell on. You thought I fell off, but tragedy fell on. Mics, I'm grabbing it, ripping and stabbing it. The T, the R, the A, the G, you see I ain't having it. MCs are soft like cotton candy, but my rap is stronger than your Papa's brandy. Renegade rebel with the style that's well put, getting funky just like an athlete's foot. So don't put your feet in my shoes, you can't fit them. I kill mics and MCs that come with them. However, to dish you is not the main issue, cause I can take a shit and use your raps for my tissue. Or use your record cover just to pick up my trash. Like a wicked stepfather, I'll be ripping that. You don't wanna go the length cause your lyrics won't last. I don't smoke cracks, but I do break backs. And I smoke mics off of Marley Marl's tracks. Cause out of the house of hits is where the funk flows. And he's a hitman killing you real slow. So Craig G, you're on my side? Alright. Get on the mic and let the syllables slide.
Authentic, that's the way I present it. Sometimes it's funky and sometimes it's demented. Rappers running up to me, handing me feedback. Slow down, kid, before you enter a speed trap with your neck snap. Don't accept that. So won't you calmly give the devil his check back? Take your soul, but your title up it, yo. And bring your whack rhymes to the Muppet Show. See, I don't give a how much swing you got. And how high your album climbs on the charts. You're still a dead rapper from Christmas past. So won't you pucker up and kiss this? Cause I'm in there. Even on leap year, I make up for the others with this fly ass beat. Yeah, and you you make a drastic drop. You couldn't stop me if you walk a traffic cop.
right.
Now this reminds me of my radio days, when I would take a mic and leave rappers amazed. No matter how large, whether gold or platinum, I'll take my microphone and point the shit right at them. And after I was finished, they say Craig G scored. And that's the way I usually would rock New York, so you trash.
Yo,
you know you're pumping and potent.
Alrighty,
get on the mic and rip the shit wide open.
Now you're caught within my mental mazes. I'm equipped so it's easy to flip phrases. Can't compare my books to your pages. Roll over bacon, it's time for sizzling. Pass the mic and I chop it like a guillotine. Smoother than Barry White. When I take flight, 20 MCs against me is a fair fight. Use my mind and I flow just like fluid. Sound waves are walls and I walk right through it. So don't play yourself, let the trash do it. You slept on the freestyle, thought I couldn't wreck a track. But like a Jerry curl, I snap right back. To remain as a motivated rebel and still get ill just like a Tasmanian devil. Live and direct from the house of hits. Raps are so funky that they kick like dogs. Say your last rhyme and breathe your last breath. Cause battling trash is like playing with death. And picking up a mic is like Russian roulette. I'm aiming the mic at the crowd like a Tech 9. You tried to get yours, but now I got mine. Just like Vladimir, you'll be out of there. Maybe next year, too late, I'm in there. Craig G, the one and only one. We're out of here, I guess our job is done. Alright. Live and direct from the house of hits.
Now you know it ain't no damn one in here.
Live and direct from the house of hits.
Now you know this is the first record you heard this beat with.
Live and direct from the house of hits.
Now you know everything that come out of here.
Live and direct from the house of hits.
Now let's see how many people gonna jump on the dance.
You're listening to the sounds of Kane 103.7 FM.
Out. Yeah, MCK, yo, sup? PBS, rock. Check it out. Out. Yeah. Respect is due. Let off some lyrics. This track entitled Infonation. To whom it may concern, sit and learn my lyric. As I get more specific, a BBS production produced by BBS, known to be the best, that's why I invest my interest. A valuable asset, collateral, meaning I have to have it to do my thing, pursue my thing, shaking my thing. When I drop my fluid, saturating. The market is wide like Coca-Cola, but I'll be bold and brave, cause I'm a raver. Keep it low, broke from the UK scene. But jamming in my bedroom ever since I was a teen. So now the time is right and I'ma come on down. Here's MCK, hold it. Here's your life. For the trouble and strife, the legalized bully boys in blue. Keep hassling my crew. Playing the framing game to slay my name, so that my fame remain unchained. Because their dame is dogging me 33%, but I ain't free in the month of Mason. I'm just a righteous roughhead, dark-skinned newbie and an MCK-lian from the dimension of 4. And if you see a flaw, you need specs to re-examine. Forget the pork and let go the ham in your sandwich. Detrimentalation has caused me to lick this information. 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 Information.
Lyrical madness, creating my sadness. Atoms bombarding, asteroid heightness. Brood of the outer, Mercury the inner. Razor and Saturn, Allah did this sinner. Devil's the movement, nucleus diffusing. Trajectory proton to make a roton. Electrons reach out, configuration throw down. Vibration of history, consistent with quick count. People are dying, the hungry are crying. All this contagion has a big and his vine. A king with no vestments, but plenty of investments. Project annihilation, the souls of unrest. Must be nefarious, the truth supersedes this. Dealing with eugenics, some postulate throwback. Society the moving, to say metamorphic, the way we're going. Guess who caused this? Syncopated and created, but never diluted. Underlying concepts of youth and abuse. An analogy of paradigms to men are whimsical using. Great matter as a way of being conclusive. The energy levels, to some is confusing. Much buku nonsense, the material unrest. The spiritual awakening, the earth is shaking. Crying against the man, the creator resuscitated. This is information. This is information. This is information.
Kane FM.
Yeah, that sound kinda ill, right? Yeah, Master Ace in the studio with my man Marley Marl, you know. Got DJ Clash in the house. And my DJ, steady pace on the cut, right? We winning the race, right? So, I'm about to get into something here. I'm Master Ace, from a place, or should I say borough, where they like the bass to be thorough with the kick of a mule. And the click of a tool with no bullets in the clip is the trick of a fool. Cause he who fronts gets blunts you can't smoke. To pull such stunts is no joke. You better know where you are first. Try to be rude and get chewed like a starburst. Now how much juice you got? You couldn't hang if I made a noose and knot. To try that on for size. Too much baseball, too many apple pies. Click your heels 3 times, kid. And now you can see what my rhymes did. Suckers and nerds come in herds just like cattle. First I brand them, then I hand them a rattle. So they can make a little noise and protest. Those that fuss got bust wearing no vest. I told that MC to go west. Let's see who can put on a show best. The creep that tried to sleep got no rest. I got a rap that can trap a slow pest. Where's your girl? She's out on a whole quest. Fingernail tips, red lips on the strobe dress in a camisole. She's a pro blessed with a great big backside but no breasts. Welcome to the fire pit. I know some kids that wish it wasn't fish out. Cause as soon as you stepped off the train, they would've put a big 9 to your brain. Be on the lookout and yo, keep looking. Cause there's a battle going on in Brooklyn. Word. Just like water in a river flows, I'm fluid, and as I do it, I deliver blows. So MCs, you better keep your left up. Try to fight and you might just get effed up. Cause I'll terminate as you learn a great lesson. Don't ever try messing or you'll earn a fate worse than death. Cause I'm here to give it to you. You got a life, but don't know how to live it, do you? I live on a day-to-day basis, doing my shows in all kinds of places. You sit home with a frowned up grill, talking about who you're gonna kill. Well listen up, psychopath. Put down the Uzi, stop trying to play shaft. Cause life ain't a TV screen. Bullets can puncture the skin, rupture the spleen. And the stuff that flows out your veins ain't catch up. Sit back, relax as I sketch up the scene on a Brooklyn street on a late night. It was a great fight to me. I was just an innocent bystander. Let me try and explain why I'd hand her brother a big fat stick. Well, it was that'll get his black ass kicked. See, it was 5 against 1, but this brother was too proud to run. So we stood in like a trooper, fighting against all odds against a group of brothers that looked the same way he looked, friend. It was a battle in Brooklyn.
Hey yo, this is Phil Most Chill, still out to kill, and you are listening to the Pioneers Hip Hop Show presented by Whirlwind D on Kane FM. Get busy or get lost.
Kane 103.7 FM, the Pioneers Hip Hop Show in full effect. If you've just joined us for the first time, we have fixed our focus on 1990, celebrating hip hop at 50 and running through some of the key news events and essential jams of the year as taken from the hip hop charts at the time. Now remember, you can catch all of our previous shows on the Whirlwind D YouTube and some of the really old ones on the Kane FM Mixcloud. So first up in that smorgasbord of prime cuts was Caveman and the Brilliant Victory, which stood at number 10 on the 3rd of July. Big shout out to MCM, still doing his thing. Now Caveman were of course another brilliant UK crew who'd recently signed to a US label, in this case Profile Records. We then moved into Tragedy the Intelligent Hoodlum, whose debut album was at number 3 in the July Groove Sales chart, but we actually played a cheeky B-side from one of the 12s, which I absolutely love. That cut was called Live and Direct from the House of Hits and featured Craig G. Such a great bonus cut, and that beat. After that, we moved to South London's SWS and Info Nation before sliding into Master Ace's amazing debut album, Take a Look Around, one of my favourite albums of all time, and that stood at number 4 on the 12th of August, and the track we played was Brooklyn Battles. So summer 1990 also saw the return of the New Music Seminar, which much like DMC, we have reported on in each of our Hip Hop at 50 shows. This time Harlem's DJ Steve D would take the DJ crown, knocking out Italy's DJ Francesco in the final, who of course came second in the DMC World Final, that is DJ Francesco. Now Steve D would go on to be a founding member of the X-Men, later known as the Executioners. In the MC Battle for Supremacy, Kid Jazz of the Rhyme Syndicate crew Domination would take the title. As well as the usual action during the contest, the NMS would see some controversy, can't say my words properly this evening, with Ice Cube's Lench Mob fighting with the Above the Law crew, and eventually an assassination attempt on Ice Cube while he was on that celebrity panel alongside Barry White and Queen Latifah, amongst others. So lots of controversy, but also lots of incredible music. So we now move into the autumn and a brilliant underground jam from a crew called Style.
T-O-N-Y-N-Y.
Murdering MC.
T-O-N-Y-N-Y. T-O-N-Y-N-Y.
Murdering MC.
Hey yo, Tone, that's a felony. What you doing? Who you think you are, man?
The assassinate. How can you say you're parallel to my level? The assassinate. How can you say you're parallel to my level? How can you say you're parallel to my level? Told the terror getting rough with the vocals. My brain spark, hands clutch, my tongue holds you. Rappers kiss the rise upon to the mic, squeezing tighter as the words flow smoother than light. Lyrics erect, you intercourse with the intro. If your ears were pussies, your brain would be my hole. Stalking and hovering like a shadow of death. By the time you catch your breath, your soul is swept. Rappers are white like a baby's bottom. Ripped and rocked and it flipped like a Pop-Tart. Versus sharp as a hacksaw, smacking y'all. Collect the fear from weaker rappers and crush them and then some. Hold ya, snap like a cobra. That was good rap, huh? Save it for Oprah. How can you say you're parallel to my level? I'll enter your mind, your rhymes scab like pebbles, huh? You're just a morsel, my rhymes entice. Rappers are caught and done quicker than minute rights in any life. Tone to be surviving. Every deadly showdown, I revive like vibrant. And just when you think I'm running out of ammo, another terrifying intro. When I attack, you stand as stiff as a dildo. Your rhymes with a pitfall and a scar to still show. You glance my way and take a look at my black cat and scream out again, but that was just a flashback. I see the terror in your eyes, the fear in your heart. You should have never told from the start. And just for thinking of things that you can do to me, only time we get to hear your name is in your eulogy. The assassinate. How can you say you're parallel to my level? Say you're parallel to my level. Tough like a tree stump, harder than solid brick. Punishing rappers with the force of a judo kick. Slicing them, tearing them, dissing them, daring them, torture them, teasing them, slamming them, damage them. Rhymes flash out like the tongue of a rattlesnake, stinging my enemies and wannabes. Instead of stepping with caution, don't step at all. I'll turn on the microphone and say for more. Then the rampage is on, there's no holding back. From the horror and terror of the man dressed in black, and outcast the fury explodes in my show. I'll get more freaking than Vanessa Del Rio. You're weak, but I'm nice though, potent as Cisco. My voice is the maestro and smoother than Crisco. Step too close and you'll just get slammed. Yo, Mick, tell him who the f*** I am. The assassinate. How can you say you're parallel to my level? The assassinate. How can you say you're parallel to my level? How can you say you're parallel to my level?
your
Murdering MCs.
lyrics that
103.7 Kane FM.
Boy, come on, get with this, cause you can't diss this. I'm burning your ass like syphilis. A fast brother, you're just a lover with a slow hand. I freeze them seas at the frosty the snowman. No man withstands the pain of brain cell phase. A hellraiser cut like a laser. Polo blaze apart inside the arts. The craft jar start to break you apart. So get smart. You cry for help when you felt the rhyme making a track melt. Polo drops like a black belt. Seeds the ground and pound it down, astounded. Rounded up, pounds of sounds, but I drowned it, surrounded. Check the tape, the play one rate to rate. Related too late, I demonstrate fate. I'm fasting, passing the stage of an assassin. Massacre and a mass start blasting. Periodical, blown up particles of molecules. Here read the articles. Every time I built the plan and killed the man. MCs got smoke without a filter and stuff the puff like marijuana. Terminator of data in your rhymes of Saracana. You can't rip up, wrap up, slip up, slap up, cause you're trapped up to get capped up. Play the back of this here scenery. You clowns that get broke down like machinery. I bring trouble on the double, busty like a bubble. Hard rocks crushed in a rubble. The gates of hell open wide for scoping. And I'm hoping you brought to the Pope in a holy Bible when you made your arrival. Now the name of the game is survival. The result is a real difficult strategy. I'm staying alive like John Travolta. My rhymes are getting hotter. I got around to a lot of times like a globetrotter. So I'ma give you the hell that you brought me in. I'm a king with the sting of a scorpion. I just follow your footprint, trace, track, and blackout. You gotta shout to get a rap out. What I arrange invented. It's strange to mint the range. You changed when I entered a stage of furious rage. When I had this madness, badness, you felt sadness. Raps so brave and outrageous. All those chicken rhymes you written should be put in the yellow pages. I stand tall, play the wall and watch your brain stall and wet your ass like rainfall. I think you need a replacement. You're illin', call that billing boy. You're still in the basement. A brain cell swells at chin like a pelican. Fresh out of breath, death left you a skeleton. I'm gonna need your full cooperation. This is a matter of life and death operation. To ease a man in the siege of surgery, being done without anesthesia. Go slow, hell no, I let the beat kick. And I get wicked like the witches of Eastwick. I'm not soft, kill suckers off. Disarm and a bomb and it off in a coffin. You get struck and just like a motherfucking duck and pluck this shit out of luck and buck. Designated to self-destruct, knocked around like a hockey puck. KOOLGRAPNOMC plays me. You wish your name had a G, but to be a bad G boy, you gotta play with strategy. Top rank of thinking, ability, memory banking. But instead you're just slinking. I attack like a pack of whacked out maniacs. G-Rap's back.
Kane 103.7 FM.
We'll begin with a crazy evil grin. So evidently us when we both know something well occurred. Deep and dreadful, left it tearful, cuts are careful. You get it earful of the fearful. Rhythm and rhyme, now based on material mammal. So trace a long strung ethereal line. Although torn from my brain remaining too raw. Cause you got the music so massive that you must move to it. Or you must move away. Choose to play, maybe even straight into overture mode. Load another lyrical fling your heart against the bass in ways shown to be by me. JC double, the one of forbidden poetry. Arriving unannounced, strive to pounce on you. Your past that bounce, desire counts you through. That's it, finish quick like a set of it takes. What race like a few of my favorite breaks. massive MCs are regularly coming along too strong. Made to fake, don't worry none. Jason's don't want to shake or quake or fake. Why not undertake or relate? Are just a few of my favorite breaks. Call a billion miles, bike one of my styles, death toll and trillions, trash by the trial of dramatic, a sort of relate, no way to the son of death, wild battle, afforded the post, caught him solo-weighted, picked out to get it like an AK-47, I found my rhythm and let it reload, my lips and garbage fits the job to shoot, and slate upon the head of a segregated slab that hobbled up after with a front to chat beat, most shit in my face, my bluntly flatly, rap be reply, I'm attacking the guy, but why not tree assumed from this point on now, doomed to die 1,000 times, rewind and play them, the very lyric that I use live to slay them with, I was born with a gift. My default me to live with. At 24, no more the raw publicity. I'm cool and casual, hungry. No, never the money that runs low. I got psycho, then we take what breaks like a few of my favorite breaks.
Kane FM.
I'm the baddest, so far I'm the best. Got so much money and women. What's gold on my chest? My Uzi.
Wait up.
Huh?
You think that you can follow these trends and come up with that lame, ridiculous, egotistical rubbish?
So what you gonna do about that?
To the top is gonna have to cut you down to size, yo TDK.
Easy.
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Why don't you suckers just shut up, cut up a new breakbeat? This is a great beat, yours is a fake beat. TDK, come down with style, turning the suckers to duck when the crowd shout wild. To the top is now here. All your pub men just drop your beer and fear the career of an MC and DJ, leaving no leeway, showing you the way. TDK. Yeah. You know, say you're safe, man. Quick time, spin back and bring back the break, man. Got no time for the following of fads. When I see these sellouts, it just makes me mad, cause they just follow the trends of the money making music. Dilute the hip hop and all that abuse it. You couldn't say that you really make the rap when you change up your style. And that's crap, you know, fresh gear, mo walking down with 2DT. From the north side, rocking a raw side, all sides, rock with the style that's the best with the north, south, east or west. Rest your brain if you think that we're not there. You got the rock there, we got hip hop there. We supersede the sellouts, who we call the suckers. TDK, come down with the words I utter.
Are you sitting comfortably, comfortably, comfortably?
Wait up, take a minute to listen to the dissing of a pub man. Outs the hip hop and into the house plan headband. That's it, the suckers have to follow the stupid smileys and the tabs they swallow. Wallow in the depths of their mind, that's music. The drop when they use it means that we do it. Who's acid aim for anyway? The pub man. Come down, TDK, yet when it finished, they come back to haunt us, taunt us with.
Yeah, I was in it from the start, man.
What, man? When it was in the jam, you was in the pub. And when it was in the warehouse, you was in acid club. I've had enough. You join us and leave us when you're like, no way, man. See ya later, goodbye and good night. Right now, this ain't no trend, craze or phase. No way, man. Yo, again, TDK, say. No delay, DJ, transform it to the top. Yo, when set, it's a warning. Put down the microphone and get off the decks, cause the lyrical literature puts you in check. Nitro, go with a freak out, seek out, percussion on the records and take the break beat out. Pick up yourself and prepare for a running down. DJ's duck, TDK is coming down.
Don't hear this, don't hear this, don't hear this, don't hear this.
Drop, we struck standards in music. I do not write the lyrics, or people will choose it or like it. I write it, I do not adapt it for no one. You want to sell out, then go on. Dilute your music to sell to the pub man, but don't expect respect from none of us, man, or up, man. No way, you can't get with this. You lost your mind, now you gained a diss. That the controller controlling the plastic. Flex his hand, and the jams sound drastic. We rough, radicals rough on the hip hop setup. Right in the bass when the pace gets head up. I'm fed up on braggers and boasters and liars. We take the stage and the crowd shout fire. Why are you lying? You're whacking, you know that the crew from the north side are dead in the show. Whoa. Wait up again, DJ cut up again. Rhyme is rough, but I'm not a rougher man. He could distract from the whack mediocre. MC realistical, not egotistical partnership. To the top is a name, striving and stretching to go for that fame. We took it out, now the list is one down. TDK cuts up, so calm down.
May I continue? May I continue? May I continue? May I continue?
See for forever, yeah, yeah.
Right now, I'm in England, fresh out of Ghana, listening to the Pioneers of Hip Hop show on the Kane FM with a man like Whirlwind D and a man like DJ Miracles Skane.
Welcome back to the Pioneers Hip Hop Show on Kane 103.7 FM. Tonight we are telling the story of 1990 through the music and some of those key events of the time. We're using chart entries from each month to tell our story. First up was a great track by Style on Select Records called The Assassinator, which stood at number 4 on the 25th of September. We then moved to Kool G Rap and DJ Polo's amazing second album and a track called Kool is Back. That album was the number 13 sound. After that we moved to 2 UK tracks. Firstly JC001 and DJ Desire's Favourite Breaks, which stood at number 6 on the 9th of October, followed by the number 12 sound on the same date, which was To The Top's Score to Settle. At least that was the name of the 12-inch. We played a track called The Matter at Hand. And of course To The Top were Decoy MC and TDK, and as we know, in later years Decoy MC would join up with Insane Macbeth to form Kinetic Effect, and of course Decoy MC would be known as Kinetic Effect himself. Now, with UK hip-hop reaching ever higher heights, the new generation of UK rap artists was starting to make itself known. New events such as Rap's New Generation for under 21s, showcasing new talents such as KCF, the SL Troopers and the Culture School, big shout out to my man Lee Lawrence, meant that the scene was forever getting fresher and pumped with new blood, as it were. But despite a scene that seemed to keep growing in the UK, and healthy regional scenes such as those in Bristol or Nottingham, to name a few, check out our specific shows on these regional areas for a detailed history of these, and a variety of regular jams like Motherland in Westbourne Park, there were also a few early worrying signs that the current bubble in UK hip-hop might not stay afloat. On the one hand, it was reported in October that the Demon Boys had been dropped from Mango Street, whilst at the same time Hijack's debut album for Rhyme Syndicate / Warner Brothers was hampered by delays. We know, of course, looking back, that this bubble of commercial success and interest in the UK scene would sadly fizzle out not long after. Over in the US, West Coast gangster rap continued its ascendancy, with NWA working on a second album and Ice Cube enjoying a huge amount of solo success. East Coast hip hop was still strong and very much at the forefront of the culture, but of course, as we know, these two coasts were on a trajectory that would eventually see huge beefs spill over, but more of that in a future show. But of course, in October 1990, we weren't quite there yet. So let's get back to the music and November 1990.
Hey, been 2.5 years, can't get a deal, can't get a job. Hey, DJ Killer Man twice. Press that button on the computer over there, man. of training schemes, all broken dreams coming apart at the seams. What do you mean? I'm happy to be. I've had 6 months training in nicking tea and coffee. Application filled but not completed. The help wanted but experience needed. I need experience to help myself. My temper short, I resort to Robbin and show. I met a girl so crystal, asked me cause I'm crazy. I wanted loving, but you wanted a baby of that lazy, hazy, crazy love I've been cured because of my roar. Because I'm bored and depressed, energy invested in distressing girls of all shapes, sizes. Life is full of surprises, but hungry realizes, despite disguises, an equal opportunity employed. It's just a farce, boy. It's just a farce, boy. Yeah, Hung Fin again. Like to say a bigger request to the man called Ambrose. Yes, you know it's you. Big request to Militant Posture, Mental Asylum, the HQ Squad.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
you're listening to Kane 103.7 FM.
The facts we excel, you know it well. As we tell you, yell, still we go. Urgent also, smack your ego, lay in the dozo. No, take a few respectable. Eat the meat, some survive on vegetable. Group or clan, due to the fact we be in the community, we in unity. Come collect the thief without burglary. Contemplate to forget the larceny. Persevere, we are not senseless. Set the booby trap for the defenseless. Totally out of reach, connect. Justify our stock and defect. Yours and his, never deal defective. Being effective, the main objective. Yes, press the button for access. Check how we express, forget the rest. Rebelliousness to go block and patronize. Another bonehead, who are your alibis? Emphasis and God knows we're genuine. Stubborn as hell, yelling at the venue in. Swiftly, quickly, the strength, the forte. Rolling portrait, no matter what they all say. Yeah. Boy, I hope so. It's a no-so. Don't even think so. Oh, heck, the result, the factor. Subsequently, for ages on a lacquer. Why, oh, why? Blatant on a portable. Pitch a tone and hey, it ain't negotiable. Trigger logo, suffer the consequence. Who needs evidence? We are residents. To a foe, the shop is elementary. For support, renegade is a benefit. Influential, suckers are doomed to fade. Ways to persuade, rules are disobeyed. Socially, by the way, defend. With the mind of an ordinary citizen. Profound, read it on the program. Not a hoax, you choke up on a slow jam. Quick, take a peek, the technique. Reach a peak, avoid the creep. Not a cliche, snatch and get the hell away. Where's the pay? We are not the same. Hey, you hear the B identity. The delivery sharp and simply. Direct, and I know you won't forget this. Do the slow, don't even try to block this. But whatever the case, we go on and on. Spin the decks, consider it done, yes! With the mind of an ordinary citizen.
You're listening to the sounds of Kane 103.7 FM.
Your attention is found, check out my system. The last pump they try to distract my posse system. Violence ain't the order unless given by are the leader figure. Call me a brown man, this Trini boy is born bigger. Much more expanded, living larger than the U.S. Army. If cash was jelly food, be love would be salami. A DISTINGUISHABLE MALE, not conceited but convinced. There's not a thing you can tell me. Got the hoppers lady saying, oh, beloved, will you call me? I say no, cause I'm not stupid, all they want is my money. Life is funny and his people flip so bad it ain't funny.
True indeed, you got a damn good fact. Whether you're white or if you're black, your mind is crazy abstract. To the point your head is swimming in the twilight where you're acting very silly, not the least bit bright. But JVC Force came tonight to kill the ailment. Rhyme containing style is our only intent. As a rapper, I was sent to uphold a certain measure. Rap happens to be one because it brings people pleasure. Stop illing and killing and be more than willing to be part of a thing that is quite fulfilling.
Stop and listen. What you got and then think of what you need. Give me the mic and I'll take lead. And watch the camera snap while girls flick me on my nota while I dance around the stage like I was John Travolta. Mono contemporary modern music. There's a style in my mind I express and often use it. Skill I build for my fans so I adore. More store and deploy and explore and call the Lord. JVC consists of 3 but harmonizes like 4. B loves fat, not poor. I open new doors. Drink Heineken's, now Meister brows are cause. I stay away from women who spot facial sores. Cause AIDS and gonorrhea ain't the style I adore. I wear Dracarnock boots, profile silks, not leisure suits. And never wear pants made of parachutes. I'm a well-known poet like Poe, or maybe Hughes. I drop views about news, so take clues as I abuse. Cruise in a battle, suck a year in the shoes. Cause I present stupid drama like I'm Hill Street Blues.
Kind of guy, open your eyes, catch a surprise, cause talent has arrived. To get where I am, I thrived and thrived and thrived and thrived, and work hard so I survive. Smarts I store like the author of a bestseller. If rap was ice cream, my mic would be vanilla. AYE down with the JAYVC. A million pounds of pressure couldn't STOP me. I sit back and let my lyrics take charge, and sing a little song like I was down with the barge. Rap with jingles, drop hype singles. Go to a show with intent to rap and mingle.
Keep crowds pumping.
Girlies stay jumping. After girlies finish jumping in the hotel.
Yo, hey, chill.
Erasing sucker MCs like they chalk on a blackboard. Cause you just been struck by the JVC sword.
Stop and listen. Strong Island gotta stop and listen. Central Islip gotta stop and listen.
FM, more than meets the eye.
This is a warning, another cut to move on. Another beat that's so strong, hold on and I get wicked and then some. Stir shit as the wit gets wisdom. P-Dog coming up, I'm straight low. Pro-black and it ain't no joke. Coming straight from the mob that short it last time. Now I'm back with a brand new sick rhyme. So black check time and tempo. Revolution ain't never been simple. Following the path of mile for no just build your brain and we'll soon make progress. Paid your dues, don't snooze or lose. They came with the master plan and got you. So know who's opposed to the dominant dark skin. Food for thought is a law for the brother man. P-Dog with a gift from heaven. Tempo 116.7 keeps you locked in time with the program. When I get wild, I'll pile on dope jams, then spit on your flag and government. Cause help the black was a concept never meant. Incomplete food stamps and free cheese can't be the cure for a sick disease. Just the way the devil had planned it. Raped and pillage everyone on the planet and give them fake gods at odds with all law. Love thy enemy and all that hoopla. Here close the words I wrote. Crack cocaine is genocide of black folk. Cool in their right mind ever could have missed this. Damn right when you think seditious and I move swiftly. You can't get with me. The 666 move quick but miss me. When I came off involved in conscious. So don't ask why next time I'll start this. Allow me to freestyle and build and fill your mind up with know-how. A common sense of defense to time a pig try to step to this. Listen, never let someone whoop on you that don't belong to that set you from you. Can't be intrigued by the leads a pig lead unless you don't give a fuck to be free. Keep stomping on them, keep stomping. Attitude, but I ain't from Compton. I can't be upped around or muffed around. I can't be held down. Check the sound and keep in tune, on point, on target. The revolution won't be thwarted. A setback cause my man is plain to see. Must in a white supremacy, so let the rhythm roll on when I kick this. Brother's gonna work it out with a quickness. And now you know just why a panther went crazy. The devil made me.
Peace. This is legendary MC Silver Fox of Fantasy 3. I'm listening to Whirlwind D. Let's get it.
Kane 103.7 FM, the Pioneers Hip Hop Show in full effect. Remember, you can catch your Pioneers Show live on Kane FM every 4 weeks on your FM dial at 9 PM on a Monday or via the player at www.kanefm.com. Also, got to give a massive shout out to my Boot Records fan Miracle and Jazz T and their show every 2 weeks on a Wednesday at 9 PM. Check out the Kane FM schedule on the website for details of both shows, dates and much more on the big daddy that is Kane. So we find ourselves at the tail end of 1990 and we height the set with a number 19 sound from the 22nd of October, which was Catch-22's debut EP and a track called 2.5 Years. Now Catch-22 were known for their hardcore political stances, and the track that we played was an indictment of government training schemes at the time. We then moved into a UK hip-hop legend, the Mighty Blade, and his sophomore release, excluding of course Chart Moves, which was The Brilliant Mind of an Ordinary Citizen, and that was the number 6 sound on the 19th of November. Now that record, self-released by Blade, would mark his vision to go it alone and cut out the middleman, an approach that would eventually lead him to single-handedly invent the crowdfunding idea for his first full-length long player a few years later. We then rounded off with 2 US tracks, the JVC Force's Stop, Look and Listen from their second album, and Paris's The Devil Made Me Do It, which stood at number 8 in December's Groove Records sales chart. So by the time we reached the end of 1990, there was much to look forward to in the UK, with many artists such as Silver Bullet, Caveman and Moni Love to name a few on major US labels. Of course, crews like Gunshot redefining what hip-hop could sound like. Really exciting times. And over in the States there was a plethora of styles, from the native tongue sounds of groups like A Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul and the Jungle Brothers, to West Coast gangster rap, Miami bass, and of course more traditional East Coast sounds from the likes of Ultra, Tragedy, LL Cool J, Public Enemy and many more. So it's at this point, when styles were proliferating, that we're going to take a pause until next time. And as I said at the top of the show, this is the point where we move into the brand new music selection. So we've got 4 killer cuts lined up for you tonight. The first is slightly self-indulgent, as it's taken from my forthcoming album on Beeline Recordings that drops on the 1st of September. The track I'm going to play is called The Deep. It's produced by my man Frankie Raw, big up to you sir. Features Miracle on the cut and guest performances on the mic from my homeboy Specific, Chrome and Junior Disprol. So that's the first track you're going to hear. When they're going to move into those fantastic, the Allergies. Big up to the Allergies crew, love all you do. A track featuring Booty Brown, and the track is called Stanky Funk. I can't get enough of that at the moment. We then go over to my homeboy Mr. Fantastic and his forthcoming 7-inch single Don't Worry, before rounding things off very nicely with the man like the Raddleman and 52 Hertz, which is a really deep, smooth, perfect track to end the show on. If you want to grab that track by the Raddleman, it's over on his Bandcamp now. In fact, he's just dropped a brand new single as well, which will be featuring on the show. Also, my man Mr. Fantastic, his track Don't Worry, available over on Bandcamp at the AE Productions site as well. So a huge thank you for locking into the show. Always a pleasure to have you with us. We're going to be back in 4 weeks' time. Remember, check out the Kane FM website to find the exact date when we're on. And over socials, we'll let you know what the show is going to be about in terms of subject matter. It's been a pleasure as always. I leave you with a track from the Whirlwind D forthcoming album. It is called The Deep.
And by now I think you should have learned. I think by now you should have learned. We are at war.
Dirty, nasty, living in the ground. Fingers reaching deep, your heart starts to pound. Hands like claws with rusty old blades, scratching at the surface, starting to decay. Fingernail stuffed with gritty old land waste. Skin calcified, wounds ooze like toothpaste. Ulcerating, no escaping, rise of the monster. All let loose by the nationalistic holsters. Same thought, kind thought pushed in the past. Rise of the monster carries all our scars. Weeping and wailing in every frequency. Bubonic pustules ooze with the breeze. Putrid lucid dreams in the humid skies before our eyes. Darkened with polluted, revolted with our feet. Took every lie and every tweet. Now we sit in the quagmire afraid of the deep.
Double middle finger up to move the far right. Double middle finger up to move the far right.
It's like a fat bird spanning from Stratford to Strasbourg. Frack yourself for the bonus like a gas board. Crisis a hazmat and high vis vices. A blight of flies, a high rise, a scum rises. The sulphurous seep through the wounds, they balloon up. The usual goons are right supers, they oozed up through the viaduct of effluvia. We blew up the unscrupulous, there's no polluting, that's just screwed up. Mackie D slurry consistencies, gully silly. In a cesspool of pity, throw another sickie, lay it on thick, tapping out ticks on tick. Sicking them out, thicker than an outhouse brick. Downwind the rest thing, boxing toxins. Bring them up proper on the oxytocin. Unconscious, clutching with the clutch in the kitchen. Frothing at the faucet, itching to be fixing.
Double middle finger up to move the far right. Double middle finger up to move the far right.
Are you ready to be a planetary citizen? Never flying a flag, never working as a minion. My position is clear, got clean compost for the soil. A true king in my own world, never cared about the royal. Which god can save the queen? The answer's obviously none of them. You think your god will join your team? Not a single one of them would ever give you blessing for your actions you're dreaming. You already know you're burning in your own hell, screaming. All you knuckle draggers with dreams of white supremacy are not quite right in the head, your talk is really missing. Never talking when sober, drunken rants can't take over. Thinking about what it's gonna be like when you're older than you've told you. Out of touch, out of time, out the loop, out your mind, still running your mouth. Talking about predicting the borders, being a lion, it's funny now. Come now, grandpa, let's get you to your room, so you can watch your old films of World War I and II. With a flat hand in the air, dripping tight to St. George's Cross. I kinda feel sorry for these people that are truly lost, causing a brutal cost to humanity. The lack of education has really taken their sanity.
Double middle finger up to move the far right. Double middle finger up to move the far right.
Rise the alarm, the swamp's rising to harm. What once was in our palm now slipped and rearmed. The island is sinking, stench idle, unthinking. Spoken and token of words, broken joke absurd, sinking. Now that's the real true facts, can't hold me back. Cause 8 eyes are black is a step back in fact. So to cross the water, sons and daughters to the slaughter. Youth weaponized, broken homes, it's out of order. The swamp ever consuming, doom, gloom, abuse, using. Get up, stand up, fight for truth, retribution. It's no confusion, we're losing an institution. The illusion, ever-growing pollution is the substitution. The monster risen, minds captured in the prison. Prison bars, the victim is the truth in the system. Truth in the system, yeah, it's the truth in the system.
Double middle finger up to move the far right. Double middle finger up to move the far right. Double middle finger up to move the far right. Middle finger up to move the far right.
Right now, for the very low price of $9.99, you can get your bottle of Stanky Funk. Operators are waiting on the line. Call us right now. You'll receive 2 bottles for the very low price of one, $9.99. We're waiting on your call.
They want the Stanky Funk, Stanky Funk. We love the Stanky Funk, Stanky Funk. They want the Stanky Funk, Stanky Funk. We love the Stanky Funk, Stanky Funk.
to a new degree. On a toilet half an hour and you did a 3. This is for the ears, chug all your beers, rap along with your peers, the Bible love to see. Real cool cat said this funk is groovin'. Super drunk girl act like she knew, man. Breath smell like onions cooked in a jacuzzi. I'm addicted to the funk, but please excuse me. For a minute, 4 hours, coming out the speaker, didn't take no shower. It's the 5-hour workout, armpit sour. Rock an F on the cake for the super punk power to save the day. Peace to the JBs who paved the way. Shuffle those feet so cash is played on the smooth parquet. What's that smell that the DJ just played? Stanky funk, rolling down the street and it rattles your trunk. They think I'm drunk, but I'm high off the bass and I'm hooked on horns. Dancing so hard I gotta shake the corn. We love the stanky funk, rolling down the street and it rattles your trunk. They think I'm drunk, but I'm high off the bass and I'm hooked on horns. Dancing so hard I gotta shake the corn. We love the stanky funk, stanky funk, stanky funk, stanky funk, stanky funk. I ran another funk, nickname Boo Boo. Put you under the spell, pitch Dr. Boo Boo. Go hard on the track, chewing the blue chew. This is not what you used to, that fishnet moo moo. Nothing to hide, let it all hang out all over all the time. Used to funk for the love, $1, not a dime. Original sauce, only one of a kind in the store near you. And I'm married to the funk, so yes I do. You get it, newborn mushy carries fully skidding. Like BMX bikes on a downhill, brown chill. I like to, but I can't. The funk's so good I gotta scream and chant. But I'm prone to rant about the F-U-N-C-K. Saved by the DJ, hit the rewind cause I need another replay. Stanky funk, rolling down the street and it rattles your trunk. They think I'm drunk but I'm high off the bass and I'm hooked on horns. Dancing so hard I gotta shake the corn. We love the stanky funk, rolling down the street and it rattles your trunk. They think I'm drunk but I'm high off the bass and I'm hooked on horns. Dancing so hard I gotta shake the corn. We love the stanky funk. Rita! Why? That little Jimmy when shit began. You change up. What in the hell are you feeding that boy? Stanky funk. Funk so essential, air and water, food and shelter, booked on Delta, business class, passport stash, funk played well, checks get cashed, rent gets paid, bills get caught up, another bill start up, the billboards chart up, packed with a bullet in constant rotation. What a sensation, it's the super funk nation, coming to your limbs, spark palpitation, no altercation to the operation, brings joy elation to the melting pot. This is hot, speakers rock from the ultra dank out of sight. I know you keep an appetite, but only if they cook it right. I wonder how to sleep at night with that band blast. So taste the senses, better light an incense. This is how you rinse this. Thank you, funk. Rolling down the street and it rattles your trunk. They think I'm drunk, but I'm high off the bass and I'm hooked on horns. Dancing so hard I gotta shake the corn. We love the stanky funk. Rolling down the street and it rattles your trunk. They think I'm drunk, but I'm high off the bass and I'm hooked on horns. Dancing so hard I gotta shake the corn. We love the stanky funk.
We have a caller on the line. Hello, caller.
From Urban Kicks. I wanna say I use stanky funk for everything. My bumps, bruises, headaches, lubrication.
Excuse us, Tim. Stanky funk is made to eat.
Oh.
We do not endorse Tim's usage of this product.
But it worked though.
But you can get your stanky funk. $9.99.
I don't know what the hell you talking about. My breath smells good.
Kane FM.
Welcome to the thunder. Feel it's over from under. Brain is a big computer. I wonder, can you feel electric? I wonder, can we both connect this? I wonder how fast I will do the math. I will move that ass. I will kill the flash. I will blast. Slash over audition. Step back. I am the back in position. Yeah, and that's live on stage. Cause that's my homepage. And I don't really give my issue gon' blaze. Cause I got the ways like the year got days. Eyes open, they been that way for way too long. Like a press play, press full court, yes, press display every day. Never leave this to the record like, don't worry, no need for jealousy. Miss that boom bap, hella tight melody. Yeah, keep it in your memory. Don't worry, no need for jealousy. Miss that boom bap, hella tight melody. Yeah, keep it in your memory. Worry not, I got this. Soul full of hotness, touch full of hotness. Slick flick, drop this, none can't stop this. 44 Magnum, killer of the darkness. I am a type 5 star. Yeah, step into my car, miss. Better yet, step into my dream. Keep it low to the ground, you know what I mean. People in the force field feeling so raw. Kick drum bust like a bust to the jaw. You don't want no kids, say so hell no. Cause I did that, you can get away from it all. It's a holiday. Get back to the platinum, sold to the dollar bill. Holla, I'm stacking them. Sorry, but I'm so ill, gotta keep taxing them. Hoes think I'm Miles Davis, I keep relaxing them. Don't worry, no need for jealousy. Miss that boom bap, hella tight melody. Yeah, keep it in your memory. Don't worry, no need for jealousy. Miss that boom bap, hella tight melody. Yeah, keep it in your memory. I'm in the zone, hitting the dust, I'm in the zone. Spitting to crush on microphone. Stand alone with fantastic, max to the bone. Crash on a clone and clap to the rhythm and blast. Living the void of insanity. Let it bump the soul, I kill vanity. Never force the style, I hit naturally. And of course it's wild, I hit spastically. It ain't a theory of mine, I live fine. 2 to the 4 out of 6, I time traveling. Y'all fresh out of tricks, you're unwell. Hill of ass shit, as I get to stacking. It'll cause no confusion. Head to the sky, your rhyme is an illusion. Best keep it fly, beatbox confusion. We rock the fusion, no shock and cruising. Don't worry, no need for jealousy. Miss that boom bap, hella tight melody. Yeah, keep it in your memory. Don't worry, no need for jealousy. Miss that boom bap, hella tight melody. Yeah, keep it in your memory.
I get fresh. I get fresh.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
you're listening to Kane 103.7 FM.
When you look at the sea, you're looking at a vast mystery.
Top secret program of the U.S. Navy discovered a mysterious sound in the Pacific at a frequency of 52 hertz. 52 hertz. The solitary web. Broadcasting at a frequency that no other well could understand.
A lone whale adrift at sea, 1,000,000 meters cubed of no response. He calls at the wrong frequency. At the wrong frequency.
Big ocean.
At the wrong frequency. At the wrong frequency.
Legend has it that 52 has been roaming the ocean for decades, entirely alone.
52 hertz has been nicknamed
the loneliest whale in the world.
Sounds of fin and blue whales could travel about 13,000 miles.
This is a long-range social network.
After years of endless searching, after years of calling out, it was the uniqueness of 52's call. Just me lead us right to him.
As you sit in the cheap seats, these beats are hitting the streets, peeps. A sheep sleep I've written in heaps deep. Creep leap to grab him and curse. Look at him and thirst. Like Adam and his madam, I had him first. Words search the greed that I seed and needed. Breed, need and lead him to freedom bleeding. Heathens are sipping, trip your grip slipping. Rip the hits bitten by lips when it's written. I run towns where nuns lounge, lunge nouns and plunge clowns, deep into depression like grunge sounds. I won crowns with some rounds have come to sundown and unwound, unbound venom and none frown. Some found I'm vexed within. Text to spin, then I skin your next of kin. Let's begin. I sussed your thug lust, and plus I slug dust like a crush in a drug bust. Heart the start proof, I knock the sharp tooth, shark youth and park truth, spark your dark booth. Your vision's lit when I spit the precision of it. Grit, collision, and hit. Now your decision is split. Crammer zone, home grammar and jam alone. Slam a tone that's known in a manner to gramophones. Stop crying cause you're trying to hear flows. De-exposed pros on the pioneer shows. Yeah, this is Cell 1 from the Gutter Snipes. Check it out, Whirlwind D, Kane FM. Shock it, rock it in the pocket. Tick tock it, shake it, pop, lock it. Now you hear the flow. Check the Pioneer Show with Whirlwind D as he drop it.